This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children.
It was very scary.
A community coming together after the unthinkable.
So it's just devastating, and just to have all that grief, what do you do with all that grief?
And there's no words that are going to ease the pain of the families today.
I never thought it would happen, and it just happened, so just kind of crazy.
Finding a way to move forward.
In all of this hatred, you have to always remember there are heroes, and there's people that stand up for their neighbors.
I hope that our prayers this evening might give them a sense that they are not alone.
And begin the process of making sure something like this never happens again.
That we are a city united in grief. Let us take the next step to be a city united in action.
And welcome to the Fox 9 Morning News at 11 on this Thursday after a horrific day in our Minnesota history from yesterday. Good to see you and have you along. I'm Tom Butler.
And I'm Kelly O'Connell. We do want to begin with an update that we have been getting of the morning. The victims who still remain in the hospital. Children's Minnesota, we know they were taking in many of those victims yesterday. We got this update from Children's saying as of this morning, 3 children remain in the Minneapolis hospital there for care as a result of the tragic shooting at Annunciation Catholic Church. 4 patients were treated and discharged yesterday. So that is the update from Children's. Of course, just in the last 20 minutes or so, we got an update from HCMC as well, the other hospital that received so many of the victims from yesterday's shooting.
They received 9 total victims and some adults, but mostly children there. And unfortunately, one of the children at HCMC is in very critical condition, and they said touch and go. So we'll keep you posted on that as well.
Our Saquon has been covering the news since we first learned about this yesterday morning.
And she joins us now live. She's at Annunciation Church, where we've seen a lot of people showing up to show their support and their love from the community. You can just see, you can feel it through the TV screen. Good morning, Say.
Good morning. Yeah, my entire morning really has been all about chatting with members of this own community right here. And I mentioned this earlier in the morning too, guys, but one thing that Mayor Jacob Fry said that really resonated with me personally yesterday at 10:30, around there yesterday morning, he talked about how these are students, but even if you aren't necessarily connected to these students or these families, think of them as your own. Think of them as your own children. Think of them as your cousins, your nephews. And I think that's exactly what this community is doing here. I'll step out of the way so you can see. We have seen, gosh, probably upwards of hundreds of people coming out here today. A lot of them paying their respects, of course. Now, a lot of them are actually at these 2 crosses that are kind of off to the side there. That was dropped off by a woman named Pam. She is with Lutheran Church Ministries, and she really travels all across the country with comfort dogs and make sure that everyone has the support they need during times like these. Just to the left here, you can see this group of people in these blue-colored shirts. They are also part of Lutheran Church Ministries, and you can see those comfort dogs out there. This has been, a really great way to uplift the community, of course, putting a smile on people's faces when they need it really extra today. If you take a look to my right, too, we're going to panel all the way over to the right. There are camera crews around. That's just how it is, of course, with a story this devastating. There are signs like "You are important." There are signs that say "Our heart is with Annunciation." So lots of community support, guys, and it has been so powerful to witness that all throughout the morning. Just about a block away from where we are is this growing memorial. We've been showing images from here all morning long. And people have been stopping by, dropping off flowers there, of course, dropping off sweet notes, messages, teddy bears, stuffed animals, things that, of course, resonate with this Minneapolis community, especially for those who attended school here, went to church here, and that's a lot of what we've been seeing. Back here at Annunciation, lots of people are talking with one another. There's some children drawing, playing with some chalk, of course, trying to find a little bit of positivity in these darker moments, of course. One thing that I've really talked to a lot of these people about, a lot of them actually have been, of course, watching the news, staying updated, and I think for me, as a member of this community myself, I think it's important to talk about, you know, there's another school that's about a mile away. It's Washburn High School. A lot of those Washburn kids grew up with a lot of these kids here. They're neighbors. I coach girls volleyball there, and, you know, I talked to a lot of the parents of my players who were saying that they knew a lot of these families, and even my players themselves, they knew a lot of these victims. So I think it goes to show that this impacts really every single person in this Minneapolis community, whether you have a personal connection to Annunciation or not. It has just been such a powerful showing of support out here, and it only continues to grow. I mean, again, people are showing up with signs. That huge cross, by the way, really quick, I'll step out of the way. That gentleman right there, he traveled from a small town just outside of Detroit, Michigan with that huge cross, and he wanted to be here for the next 2 to 3 days to help the Minneapolis community heal and process this unthinkable tragedy that happened here at Annunciation yesterday. Guys, just again, a really great showing of support out here, and this is another way you can help. By the way, there is a prayer service at Basilica of St. Mary tonight at 5:30 if you are interested in kind of getting involved. You can also text ACF1 to the number 41444 to donate to the Minneapolis Foundation as well. Back to you guys.
Yeah.